Okay, take two. No interruptions this time. Still sick. Anyways, so as we left last time on the session 0, Lils was curled up on. Hold on a second. Where's my folder with all the names? Oh yeah, Dogmauth. That was your character's name. Dogmauth the bounty hunter.
You can call me Dog.
Hold on a second. Ondramana, Lils, and Dogmauth. Anyways, he's curled up on Dogmouth's shoulder like a 30-pound cat. That sounds about like the right weight for like a mouse person.
I'm still putting together that needler pistol in my mouth, by the way.
2 days later.
It became a challenge, and I just had to keep going at it.
Anyways, as you guys kind of, as you leave the drift, as your ship leaves the drift, which I don't know if I really described it last session, but the drift generally appears like this kind of really cool psychedelic kind of bright flashing lights and stuff, like very epilepsy, seizure inducing kind of thing.
Ooh.
Every now and again, you can see off in the distance like chunks of other realities, kind of falling into it. Other times, you'll see like chunks of those realities breaking apart into nothing. What happens to them? Good question. But you eventually do leave the drift, and you're just back into space, and just miles and miles of just vast emptiness. However, you do see the drift beacon, which is kind of like the tethering station, how different like galaxies, or not quite galaxies, solar systems can like bounce around on each other. Is they got to have that drift beacon. But you see it kind of floating off. It's interesting though, because it looks brand new, but you do know from like it's just common knowledge that drift beacons have to be built, and like this is a freshly discovered solar system, as I mentioned, but it looks like much newer than like the 5 or so years that the place has been discovered, and it certainly shouldn't look that new, much less like it should look older than 5 years, because the fact that it's out there is a mystery. But nearby that is, it looks like essentially a big giant plate with blinking lights on it, and you assume that is the space station that you are heading towards. The 1A space station. The big giant drifting plate with blinking lights. And slowly and steadily, you see ships coming from it and docking onto yours and basically just shuttling people off. Your ship is way too big to actually house inside of it. And they're just shuttling people off until finally you guys are shuttled off. And we'll get to actual roleplay in a minute. I'm just kind of setting the stage. You get off there in what's essentially like the parking deck. And it's mostly just a hustle and bustle community, maybe a couple thousand folk. You guys are definitely in the seedier part of the station, though. Kind of low end. Everything kind of smells like neon and like burnt meat from food, and a lot of beer and cigarettes. And as you're walking down on like what can only be called like the southern end, it's basically circular shape. There's like the northern end where everybody docks off, and on the southern end is essentially like the red light district. And you're looking for a bar called Legal Poison. And if you guys want to do any kind of role play, you are of course more than welcome to.
This place is A1 steak sauce. All right, this is fantastic. Reminds me of home, honestly.
I don't know. I don't like the feeling of this one. Let's bounce, boys.
What? But all right, let's go. You lead the way.
I mean, you're on my head, so.
Yeah, you got the legs.
I kind of like toss my hair back like that and fix my sunglasses, and we walk off.
God, boy, stop doing that.
You notice that you were billions of miles from the closest star, so the fact that you're wearing sunglasses might be a I mean, granted, there are bright lights, but I guess you're more doing it for the look more than anything else.
I'm very emotional. That's why I wear shades.
You're very mysterious.
All right. So can we clearly tell which way it is to the red light district?
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah.
All right. So we're rolling.
Okay, yeah. I mean, as you guys are heading out, like once you exit, like you actually exit outside of a temple, a religious temple, for the god Absalom, who is the god of travel and commerce. Kind of took a really big boom when people started taking to the stars.
Right.
The fact that Absalom owns a station, it's fairly common actually. In fact, not Abaddon, Abadar. Abaddon is an evil god from something else, I think. But Abadar, like I said, god of travel and commerce. I mean, he's the god of capitalism essentially.
So this is like the USPS of space travel.
Pretty much, like Abadar. There's actually a corporation, Abadar Corp, and they are all over the galaxy. It's mostly like, if I remember correctly, it's neutral good. Let me look that up. Let me look up Abadar real quick. Setting. I'm kind of curious on that myself. Let's see. Faith and religion. Abadar is a lawful neutral, god of civilization, commerce, law, and wealth. So, yeah, god of capitalism, basically.
Fair.
But like there's other little dedicated like shrines and like little temples sequestered into it to all the gods that can openly be practiced. But Abadar gets the really nice section. But as you leave. You start noticing like housing districts. There's like little park areas, but it isn't long until you start getting to like the cheaper parts of the station. The buildings are not quite as built up. Like I said, the scent of cigarettes and alcohol and a little bit of piss and puke kind of starts to permeate. But you do eventually find a club. Well, not quite a club, but a bar. Just bright pink neon lights in the common form of cursive, legal poison.
All right. I'm going to step through the door with my black combat boots, take a deep breath in. This then smells like a pile neck high of STDs and disappointed parents, boys.
Well, definitely on the disappointment side. The bar is not exactly crowded. The only people, like what you see is like there's a couple of TVs all about it. They're all in different sports from across the known galaxies. Why do I keep saying galaxies? It's much smaller than that. Solar systems. You're in a galaxy, but a bunch of different sports from different solar systems. The bartender she's a female orc actually. And she's missing her arm, and it's like a really old fashioned kind of like cybernetic, as in it looks more robot than actual like cool cyborg. And she's just kind of like tending to the bar, kind of cleaning stuff. And there's one single patron that looks like an alien, 4 feet tall, big head, bulbous black eyes, a gray alien. And he's sitting there nursing a drink.
Say gray or grape?
Yeah.
What's that? What's that, Bailey?
Did you say gray or
A gray alien. Like think of exactly what you think of when you think of like an Area 51 alien, and that's what you're looking at.
We've got stereotypes here, guys.
Space orcs and gray aliens.
I'd like to order a couple drinks. Well, a drink.
You walk. I was about to say, you walk up and the orc looks at you and she says, "Hey, what do you have today?"
I'll jump up on. I've since climbed down off of Dog's shoulders, jumped up onto a stool if I see one, and I was like, "What you got that's cheap and easy?"
Well, we got a local brew on the on 1A station. I mean, it'll cure what ails you, but it'll probably give you something even worse if you want that. Cost about 3 credits.
Damn. Well, I guess I'm going water tonight.
She just goes, "Damn, you don't even have 3 credits."
Negative.
She pours you a glass of water and slides it down your way. What can I help you with today, boys?
Kind of sports you got on the tubes?
Well, over here, she says, we have space football, because I don't have a better name for it.
Baseball.
Spaceball.
Say no more. I love space football. That's way better than space soccer.
It's a lot more aggressive. They're not just kicking the space ball around.
Do you have any space hockey? That's more my speed.
Not quite. I'm more of a martial arts kind of person. She points to the other TVs, and it's like different types of like mixed martial arts and like, hand-to-hand fighting on all the others. You notice that there seems to be a prize fight on one of them. Yeah, it's basically sports ESP, space ESPN, space PN.
Forgive me if I say too much, man, but I imagine that your karate chop must be legendary, seeing as you've been able to dedicate your entire life to chopping with only one hand.
She laughs and says, maybe back in my heyday a little bit. How about you, Mole? What can I get you?
I'll get your biggest, darkest drink. And I wink at her.
She goes, all right, that same drink I just told your little guy a second ago.
All right, I'll take 3.
All right.
Been here 2 minutes. Already got a nickname. Little guy. All right. Even sounds like my name.
She pours 3 drinks and sends them down to each of you. But before she sends it to Ondramana, she takes a look at your outfit, Ondramana, and says, "You good to drink, soldier?"
No longer a soldier, civilian now, and always good to drink. I'll have 2 of what you just gave him. Keep balance in the galaxy.
I just got you a drink, buddy.
A second.
Oh, I thought those 3 were for you.
Roll a fort save.
Right.
The little gray alien looks over at her, and the 2 of you. We lost Bailey.
Oh no! Why don't you go ahead and pause it until we get it back?
Save the drunken master.
Welcome back, Bailey.
Okay, there you go. Sorry about that.
Legendary return.
Triple
So,
fisting.
our 2 lashunthas hear something in their minds. Say, I'll have about 6 more, please. And you look over, and it's the little gray alien. And you take a drink, you take just a sip of yours, and it's pretty strong stuff. But she slides 6 more down his way.
I'm currently trying to figure out how to drink out of a tall glass.
The orc says, "Way ahead of you, little guy," and she gives you a little swirly straw.
Aren't you a sweetheart? Thank you.
It like curls around, like kind of wraps around your eyes a couple of times before going into the mouth.
Yes.
I stand up and I start walking down with heavy steps in my boots. I got nobody knows exactly why, but I do jingle every time I step from what was it, chains on my wallet? I can't remember,
you have wallet chain. You have multiple wallet chains.
Can never be pickpocketed. Has all the wallets.
I sit down in this alien and stare straight ahead. I say, "Good friend, I'm Dog, the bounty hunter."
I didn't hear that. What'd you say?
And greetings, friend. I'm Dog, the bounty hunter. But it's through telepathy, hence the staring straight ahead.
No, hold on a second. My notes are scattered.
Did both my drinking companions just leave me.
It's just leave you completely out of the conversation. Where the heck is that? Hold on a second. This is bothering me. Yeah. He says in perfect common, not talking in telepathy. He says, "What's up, guys?"
I look at him, smile.
His face is completely unreadable. By the way,
he literally said, "What's up, guys?" Right?
Yes.
Friend, what's your name?
He says, "Well, they call me Monsieur Denizeranen, but you can call me Thesh."
Fitch?
Thesh. Thesh.
Thesh.
Nope.
Nice to meet you. Where you from, bud?
He says, I don't really know.
Fair
So
enough.
I basically call this lovely bar home. And the orc says, and he pays well too.
Home is where you make it.
That's what's important. So it sounds like there's a story there, friend. Tell us about it.
He's like, he again, you can't read his face. I mean, it's a 4 foot tall, naked gray alien just staring at you with big bulbous eyes, and he's like, I wish I knew the story. I just kind of woke up here one day. Wow. Have you ever tried alcohol before? He says as he takes as he double shotguns both of them at the same time. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know if I did before this, but this stuff is the greatest. I
do like alcohol, but I was born on a mountain and raised in a cave. Arresting fugitives is all I crave.
Is it possible for me to notice that they literally just walked off and started talking to this gray alien, and then sneak up behind said gray alien and go like, "Yeah, alcohol."
Roll a stealth check on that.
Okie doke. That would be a 28.
Ooh. Well, then.
The alien still is completely big eyes, not frowning or smiling or anything. His mouth opens and he just shrieks, just, ah! And he turns around and says, "You scared me, sir."
Oh, well, I understand. I'm a little small. You might not see me. But yeah, alcohol, that's great.
He's like, "Isn't it though?" And he goes, "Hey, Broken Fist, give these guys some more alcohol on my tab." She pours more and slides it down to to the rest of you guys. She says, "So capturing fugitives, huh?"
I immediately down every drop.
While he's downing that, I hold up the extremely stereotypical picture of the ysoki in front of him, and I say, "I'm looking for a rat named Boris Bruh. Does this guy look familiar to you?"
She, the orc, reaches out her non-robot hand and takes it and looks at it, and she kind of cocks an eyebrow and looks up at you. And she's like, "I'm not sure. Maybe this looks like no ysoki I've ever seen in every ysoki I've been as a guy."
I turn and face the gray alien. All right, Fish, how about you? This guy look familiar?
I just go over to what looks like might be his ear and say, "Scrapheap.com."
He looks at you and says, "What is that?"
This is a paper with a picture on it. This picture is who I'm hunting. His name is Boris Bruh. He's wanted for back child support.
Just say it. It'll be hilarious.
The alien goes, yes, I have seen this guy. very, very wanted in these parts.
I'm gonna roll sense motive.
Okay, sure.
I rolled a. Oh man, I forgot that wisdom is my weak hat. I definitely rolled I rolled, I think it's a 16.
He's definitely telling you words.
He's telling me words. I take my glasses off on the table, my shades. I look him deep in his eye and say, honestly, I'm just looking for work.
Uh-oh, Bailey took a snapshot.
Anything?
Nope, did not mean to. Sorry.
That's fine.
Glad I don't have a camera.
Man, we're that when we get older. Anyways, honestly, he's a good mouse, just trying to get by. We're really just looking for work. If you don't want to help me, that's fine. But have you heard of anything crazy going on around here?
Well, the orc pipes in, and she says, "Well, if you're looking for work, you're at the right place. You guys are the ones answering my flyer that I sent around?"
Work. Yes. I love work.
I stand up. I'm like, I'm not in that line of work anymore, ma'am.
Hey, I will do whatever you want. I can't even afford your beer, so let's go. Come on, just tell me what you need. Questionable morals, let's go.
She says, "Well, the work I have might kind of be of questionable legality occasionally, if you guys are down for that."
All about it. It's why I'm here, actually. Just saying.
And I can certainly just, take any expenses out on your tab.
All right. Let's hear
That
it.
works.
How much tab is water? It's a good question.
She's like, "Well, don't worry about that right now. Right now we'll discuss business. Here, have another water," she says as she slides it down your way.
I suddenly mistrust her and just go, I'm good.
I'm bamboozled.
About this business though, like, what's up?
Well, as you guys know, this is new territory. There's always people out looking for different hires and stuff. You get some good legal work. You get some things that might not be as legal, but everybody's looking for help, right? Well,
Mhm.
I am trying to start a business where we help people, and that's all we're going to call it right now. That is a cute cat. That's me talking, not her.
Is that a euphemism? Do you think I'm a girl?
She says, "You are a cat, aren't you?" And she scritches you behind the ear with her robot hand.
Oh, stop. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Professionalism. Okay.
It's like you hate it, but you like it.
Oh, I love it. It's my secret spots.
And she continues and says, "Well, pretty much what I got planned is, if you guys are willing to help out, we got some kind of long-term plans. Right now I can kind of get you guys shuttled around to different areas, but if you stick for the long term, I might have a ship in it for you."
I'm a can of whoop ass, for goodness. Let's hear it.
Dog. Just think of all the crime you could fight when you have your own ship.
My hair stand up on the back
with my own ship.
The hair stand up on the back of my mullet, and I'm slightly aroused. I slam my hands down and stand straight up, and I said, "God damn it, let's hear it. You got a deal."
Let's hear it. You have a deal. Let's agree to whatever you want before we hear what you want.
The robot arm slaps down with a loud metallic clang. She says, "I like your style."
I'm on board.
Wisdom is not my strength, boys.
But I'm not just going to throw you a ship at just for anything. I got a little bit of something for you first. It's nothing big. And the good thing is what we're doing, like, even though it's kind of under the radar, not quite, tracked by the local authorities. It is, for all intents and purposes, good, honest, legal work starting off.
Okay.
You know, if this goes
well. That's starting off there at the end.
She goes, well, you know, it might. This one is legal. The next one, and maybe not. But hey, you know, we're not going to let those fat cats at the frickin' Absalom station, you know, control what we got to do, right? We all got to make a living, right? She says, starts kind of winking and smiling.
Just putting it out there. I am very small. I am very friendly, and people don't really see me.
And she goes, and you're adorable, and starts scratching you behind the ear.
Oh my God! Stop it!
All right, that's enough foreplay. For goddamn sake, what are we doing?
I might live here, honestly. If I can trade riches for beer, then I'm all about it.
You notice there's a nice little place you see where, you know, you can set like a little doggy bed.
You got a mascot? You're your mascot.
She says, well, like, she motions over at the gray alien and says, well, Fesh over there is kind of the mascot. You don't see too many of these guys like anywhere.
Fair enough.
So, but she says, anyways, in terms of like this first little bit, it's something really simple. There has been some kidnappings.
Well, you should have just left there instead of all this legal mumbo jumbo. We'll stop a kidnapper.
Well, I mean, because that's the thing. Like, because there's so much going on, and this is just like some local guy. But like, all he just sent me was there's been some kidnappings. He owns like a slightly terraformed asteroid, just like not too far from here. That's docked near the station in the nearby asteroid belt. But I don't know why he hasn't gone. Well, she's like, I like how you guys jump just straight into it. Well, I got a taxi ship rented out to you guys. It's a couple of hours from here. If you want it, I pretty much told him that I would take it immediately. Like I said, all I know about the details is that it's a kidnapping. That's all he's told me. But if you guys are down for it, starting off, like I said, if you guys do this, I'm not making you guys do this just to get a spaceship. This is a business. But how's 500 credits a piece sound?
God damn it. You got a deal.
Ma'am, I literally have 2 to my name right now, so...
To know who we're looking for.
I am at your beck and call.
I don't know. 500? Maybe 502 and we'll talk.
She says 501 a piece, and you guys got yourself a deal.
So, see, gentlemen,
I'm over here scratching out 500 to write 501. Okay.
Promises have been made.
All right. Let's
Chase,
hear the details.
What's that?
How do I let you know I'm doing mental thoughts to my crew?
Oh, just say it.
Oh, okay. Mentally, I say that, gentleman, is how you negotiate.
Wink. I say that telepathically. With my telepathy.
I just look over and I see you winking, and I'm like, what are you doing?
All right, I need to know who am I looking for, who they steal. Uh-oh.
Hold on a second, guys. My connection is awful right now. You hear me?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hear
sorry.
you now.
Yeah, sorry.
Good.
I'm gonna hold on a second, stop this recording, and we'll move on to the next one. Hold on a moment.